Is that John Lennon just down there? I had a little drink about an hour ago. So that's Esk Pike, 885 metres. But look at that thick cloud. That's just blowing straight into where we're going. These crampon marks, can you see them there in the rock? They both fell 902 metres. Cut down that grass instead of following the path right around there to come back down here. Rossett Pike, 651 metres, and Wainwright number 34 out of 214 for me.
Speed camera ahead.
You legends, yes people, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Dave from Walks for Us. My binoculars are swinging around a little, might have to adjust the strap on that. So, as you gathered, I have yet again parked at the side of the road at Seathwaite Farm. That is actually free parking. Just remember to park respectfully, don't block the gates up and that, but I'm sure you already know that. And if the roadside is full, there is parking in the farm, on the farm property. I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's a £5. And I think it's cash in an honesty box, unless you see the farmer. And today, although it does look very much like we're doing the same as the previous videos, we are obviously starting off from the same place. Today I'm going up to bag Esk Pike. Esk Pike, that came out a bit funny, didn't it? So yeah, we're doing Esk Pike, which I have actually already bagged once. And then I'm going to hopefully get a couple in the bag that I've not already bagged. I'm going to have to sort these out. That's doing my head in swinging around like that. Just wait there a minute, John. Hopefully that'll be a bit better. So where was I? Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to also bag a couple that I've not already done. So after Esk Pike, we are going to go on to Bowfell, and then continue on to Crinkle Crags. And then I'm just doing an out and back, so then I'm going to come back across to Esk Pike, Eskars. But then we will go back down past the tarns, the Sprinkling Tarn and Styred Tarn. I am celebrating. And what am I celebrating, you might ask? Well, first off, I best give you the date, haven't I? The date today is the 8th of July. Obviously, it won't be the 8th of July when you're watching this. I know that for a fact. And the year is 2026. So today, people, I am celebrating being 11 years sober. And what a way to do that, to spend the day in the mountains. Yes, I used to drink alcohol every single day to self-medicate. You know I talk about mental health a lot on this channel. So yeah, I used it to self-medicate my mental health, which obviously didn't really work now, did it? So, 11 years sober. What are you saying? What are you saying, people? So, And obviously I'm going up the same path past Grainsgill and Ruddy Gill. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back at the top. I'll show you where we went last week in last week's video over to, what was it, Great Gable. Then obviously I'll just point you where we went, and I'll point you in the direction we're going today to Esk Pike. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit, guys. In a bit. Is that John Lennon just down there? You all right, John? We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine. 11 years sober. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone straight to my head. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it went right to my head. 11 years. Now then, you legends, we're coming up to that part. Look, there's the Great End. Coming up to the part where we can choose which way to go. I best stand still. The path's a bit narrow here. Yeah, don't want to be dropping down there. Yeah, so where was I? Let's just get down here. It's a bit slippy. So yeah, we're coming up to the part where we can decide which way we want to go, depending on which fells we're doing. So a few videos ago we did Scafell Pike. We are actually heading in that direction just for a little while today. Last week's video we did Great Gable, which is just over there. Well, where are we? I'll spin you around. We have Great End in front of us there. Went that way to Great Gable last week, if you remember. If you didn't see that video, go and check it out. And we're going to go that way today, which is the same way you would go for Scafell Pike. Just for a little while, we're going the same direction. Obviously, we're not going to Scafell Pike today. So people, just a quick recap. That there behind me is Great End. That path over there is the path we've just come up, past Ruddy Gill, well, past Grainsgill, then Ruddy Gill. So with Great End in front of us and the path I've just shown you behind us, if we go that way, which we went last week, that will take us to the tarns, to Sprinkling Tarn, Styred Tarn, and of course Great Gable and Windy Gap and Green Gable are over there. Or we can go this direction, which we are heading in, which will take you up to Scafell Pike, as long as you know which paths to choose when you get further up here. It will also take you to Allen Crags, which we're just going past today. We're not bagging that one today. And it will also take us to Esk Pike. So that's where we're heading. We're going to head up to Esk and then up to Esk Pike. So I'm still heading up to Esk. We're going to take the path to the right. We could still get to Esk that way. That path does take you up to Allen Crags, which is there, look. And you can get back to Esk. But we're going up this one. Although the skies are nice and blue up there, look. If I spin you around, shall we have a zoom? Can we have a zoom, please, boss? Thank you. You can see the low cloud and the clag rolling along the tops over there, look. So definitely over there is where Brandreth and Grey Knots are. There is also a glimpse of Sprinkling Tarn there. I know they said Styred. And Derwent Water right down there, look. Yeah, like I say, that's Sprinkling Tarn. Styred Tarn will be like over there, the other side. Yeah, we won't be able to see that one from here. Oh no, Esk Pike's in the clag. Y'all clagged in. Y'all clagged in. We want views, boss. 11 years sober, you know what I'm saying? Treat us to some views. Wouldn't we all clagged in? Right, we're nearly at Esk now, guys. And as quick as that, the clag is blowing over. And there's Esk Pike. Right, guys, so we're at Esk now. See this big cairn here? Did I just say Esk or Esk Pike? We're at Esk now. Big cairn here. Esk Pike up there. In the clag again, it's rolling around quite quickly. I'm just going to put my sunglasses on. Do I need my sunglasses on if we're going in the clag? I might not put them on just yet. I'm going to have a banana. on my my last trip, I drank all my water. I've just had enough to get back. So I've got one extra 500ml in the bag this time. So I've got two 750ml of water, one on each side, 500ml of electrolyte boost emerge drink in the front pouch down here, that blue one that you've seen, and three 500ml in the bag. You need to keep yourself, excuse me, you need to keep yourself hydrated. Got my hoodie attached to the top of the bag. Put that there a sec. Have a banana. What a tit. I had my microphone attached to my rucksack, look, and it was under there. Yeah, sorry guys, that's why you were all muffled and couldn't hear me properly. I was saying I've got two 750ml of water, the green bottle and the red bottle. Last hike I didn't quite have enough, or I just had enough for the hike. And I had two 500ml in the bag, so I've got three 500ml of water in the bag. And I do have the this one as well, 500ml of boost with it's the isotonic with the electrolytes in. And while I'm at it, while I'm speaking to you, put that there. Remember to take your shit home with you. So I've had my banana, put it in this little bag here, look, and I shall put it in this pocket. And any other rubbish will go in there.
You and Amy looked like you were having fun.
So guys, can we have a zoom please, boss? Thank you. We're taking that windy little number. And it makes its way up there, which again is in the clag, which it wasn't a second ago. But yeah, I'm not sure if the camera's making out. I zoomed you right out, so yeah. They can see the fell there. We're taking that path up there and it winds up to there. Leaving that cairn just behind us there, look. That one. I think we make our way up here. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. It's maybe a bit better with the light, or at least I can see on the screen a bit better. Just a little bit of a scramble a bit up there, look. Nothing too bad. Right then, you legends, let's find the bit where we tap out. We're at the top now. I think it's these rocks here, according to my map and what photos I can see on Google search. I remember last time wondering which one I should tap out on. I think I tapped on a couple of different areas. Let's have a look up here. Right guys, I'm up. We'll tap here. I've just noticed over there, looks like a cairn over there, look. So we'll go over there. I think that's what I did last time actually, tapped out on both. Either way, I know I've made it to the summit of Esk Pike, even if I'm not sure which pile of rocks I'm supposed to tap out on. And we're heading over to, is it Bowfell? I don't know how you pronounce it. That's where we're heading next, which is a new one for me. So tapping out on the cairn. So that's Esk Pike, 885 metres. I'll give you a spin of the views. That's the direction we're heading in next. I will have to check the map, but we are heading over there somewhere. I have to watch me footing while I'm up here on these rocks. We've got Derwent water all the way over there, if you can see, guys. And as I zoom back out, we've got the, what's it called, Allen Crags there, look. There's a Great End over there. Way in the distance is Great Gable in the Clag, and Windy Gap and Green Gable. Great End. There's the path over to Scafell Pike. Scafell Pike behind there in all the Clag. And here we are on Esk Pike with all the different rocks. Like I say, we've tapped out up there, and we've tapped out on this cairn that I'm on now. Tapped out on this one as well, look. So I've just made my way down from there. Not that long. We've come from round behind there. You can just see the path winding down. Just spun round 180 degrees. We have a cairn. We're just following this path. It sounds quite echoey here. Not that I can hear my voice coming back. It just sounds real weird. Yeah, and yeah, we're just gonna follow the path that winds round. As I was coming down there behind me, I could see the path over here winding round. But obviously at the moment we can't, due to all these rocks here. But yeah, we'll just go through to this gap and we should be able to see it again. It's very cloudy over there though. There's a couple of sheep's backsides there, look. But yeah, it's quite thick cloud over there, blowing about. Yes, you can see the path just going down there. I can see it anyway, I don't really know how well. But look at that thick cloud, that's just blowing straight into where we're going. We'll have to be quick, but I presume Bowfell is up there somewhere, maybe a bit further behind that cloud. It's possibly not the first one we see there, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys, because like I say, Bowfell is a new one to me. I think it will be, I will have to check on my app, but I think Bowfell will be number 33 out of 214 for me. Hey, guess what? Guess what happened this week? Well, I say this week, it was this morning on the way here. I kept seeing, obviously it was dark when I set off, and I kept seeing just a quick little small green light flash up on the dash. And I thought, what's that? Am I seeing things? Must just be a reflection of the lights of the cars going the other way, or the street light, or just, I don't know. And it was sort of where, on the dash, where the indicator would be. Either from indicating right, I have an arrow pointing right, and left, an arrow pointing left. I know all cars are different. It was where the right arrow would be, but it wasn't really the full arrow. I just saw a quick flash of green. So I indicated right, and I thought, no, it's not that. It doesn't look the same. I'm just seeing things. A bit further on in the journey, I realised it was that indicator light flashing on. And then a bit more later on in the journey, I realised when I was indicating right that sometimes it was going faster, so that normally tells you that one of the bulbs is out. That clag's rolling around. So I thought, oh, but it didn't do it long enough for me to get out and see which bulb. So, a bit further into the journey, I actually realised this green light only lit up when I pressed the brake pedal. Also, the indicators only sped up if I was indicating whilst pressing the brake pedal. So when I stopped to use the toilets on the way here, I looked in the boot and I moved a couple of bottles of drink that were near the wires for the inside of the back lights, the back light cluster on the right hand side. I just wiggled the wire, I didn't pull it off, didn't pull the plug off or anything, and it's stopped doing it since then. I was thinking it's going to be one of the bulbs that's maybe on its way out, or the filament's moving and it's sending a funny circuit back through the earth. But maybe the bottles of this was one of the culprits, and an orange one of these leaning on the plug to the rear light cluster. Anyway, it's sorted for now. Well, I'm still making my way up to Bowfell, or Bowfell, however you say that. There's another cairn there, look. but we don't have many views at the moment. We have a fellow hiker coming the opposite way out of the clag. Yeah, it makes you jump when that happens. You can't see now, and all of a sudden someone appears. I think we're nearly there. According to the map, we're nearly there. Just following these cairns. It's a bit like Great Gable. I'm just eating a fizzy fish. It's a bit like Great Gable. They're all camouflage, these cairns, on this rocky terrain. I love these fizzy fish. Fizzy fish. These crampon marks, can you see them there in the rocks? The scratches in the rocks, look. Yeah, they tell me that I'm on the path up to the summit. It is quite a rocky number around here on this one. I think it's just up there. Yeah, I'm quite sure that's it there, look. That pointy number there. Let's go and tap out. Well, I've come to the highest rocks, and according to the map, it's the summit cairn. Don't really know what I'm tapping out on. I'll tap on this pointy one here. You have to excuse this wire. It's me, my power bank charging my phone. So yeah, Bowfell, however you say it. Yeah, so like I say, Bowfell, 902 metres. I'll spin you around, but there's not a great deal of views. Well, actually, maybe there is behind me. We're heading in that direction next. I'll have to look at my map, but somewhere over there. There is a bit of clearing there, look. Over that way. And a lot of cloud moving around in the direction that we're going. So, I've got a cheeky little update for you guys. Let me just move this wire. Is that any better? The wire dangling in your face, do you? Sorry, guys. Right, we have a cheeky little update for you. So I've done Bowfell. I'm going to call it Bowfell. I would say let me know in the comments how to pronounce it, but how can you do that? You're just going to type it, aren't you? So I'm going to call it Bowfell. I've done Bowfell. I've decided not to do Crinkle Crags today. I think I'm going to do it from the other side and add some other Wainwrights in. Now, one thing to take into consideration when you are out hiking is not just the distance, so not just the mileage, but the terrain. And that is what can kill your time. And I decided it was going to take too much of my time up to go from Bowfell to Crinkle Crags. And if I had gone to Crinkle Crags, there's actually six of them lumpy things to bag, to claim that you've bagged Crinkle Crags. And say if it took me 2 hours there, we're on just gone 20 past 12 now, and I've come back from Bowfell. I'll tell you in a minute what I'm planning. But say if it took me 2 hours, so that took me to 2 o'clock, and then 2 hours back, and maybe half an hour or an hour there. So that's 4 or 5 hours. So it's 12 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? 5 o'clock. Then I've still got to get back down. So yeah, not that it would be dark or anything like that, and not that I'm in a rush to get home. But no, I decided that it was going to take too long because of the terrain. So I am now making my way down to a small tarn called Angletarn. So if we can find Angletarn, I can see the path down there. See if I can get down here. We shall go down to Angletarn and we shall go up and bag Rossett Pike. So let's see what happens. See if I can get down here. Yeah, so I'm making my way down here. I can see some bodies of water down there, but I'm not sure if either of those are Angletarn. Possibly that one. I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm making my way down there. I'll spin you around. So I was right over there, and I've come right along the top there, down into this dip. Now we did originally come down that way from Esk Pike. So I'm in this dip, and that's where I've come down here. So let's see if we can get down there, guys. Ah, there's Angletarn. Not those little bodies of water over there. And that little lump over there, not that rock or the sheep, I think that is Rossett Pike. So that's where we're heading. But it looks like the path goes, on my map anyway, down that way, and then, I don't know if you can see it on the, yeah you can, along there, round the other side of that tarn, and up there. So guys, I'm at the other side of that town now. I actually cut down that grass instead of following the path right around there to come back down here. And going up here now to Rossett Pike. Look at that there. I was up there not long ago. Yeah, so basically I took a little shortcut across that grass, but it's clear and I could see the path. So we're on track now. We're nearly there, people. This little number here. I'm going to have something to eat. A well-deserved something to eat, I might add. I'm starving. Starving, Marvin. There we are, people. Can you see it? Let's go and tap out. Let's have it. Rossett Pike, 651 metres. Rossett Pike, 651 metres, and Wainwright number 34 out of 214 for me. Let's have it in the bag. Right, I'm going to have some dinner. So my belly is full now. Got my sunglasses on, look. It is rather warm now. See that blue sky behind me, look. And now we are heading back towards, we're not doing Allen Crags, but we're heading back towards Allen Crags. You'll see where we are when we come out. I think if I spin the camera around, I think the big lump in front of us is Great End. Can we have a zoom, please, boss? Thank you. I think that is possibly Great End. We are heading in that direction anyway. You'll see where we are. We'll come back out where I was at that cairn. Excuse me. What happened there? Where I was at that cairn at Esk Horse when I was going to head up Esk Pike. We'll come out in that area. You'll see. Thank you. Look how blue the sky is now. So I'm quite sure that's Allen Crags there. There's Great End. Have a zoom, please, boss. Great End. And there is where we were this morning. Esk Pike. So you can see where we're going now. I've got my sunglasses on, so the screen's a bit dark, but there's a path winding up there. And then you'll know exactly where we are from this morning. So people, there's the shelter cross there, just in front of me there, look. You see the path and a man up there with a dog. Now just to the right of that man you can just see the cairn where we were this morning. Then obviously we went up there to Esk Pike, and then we went over there to, is that Bowfell? Or Bowfell could actually just be behind that lump there. Then we came down and we went to Rossett Pike, which is just there, look. So there's Allen Crags up there, but we're going this way. There's Great Gable over there in the cloud, as it quite often is, and Windy Gap and Green Gable, and I've already said Great End up there. So we're going to head down here to the tarns. So we obviously just passed Sprinkling Tarn, and now we're just coming up to, or passing, Styred Tarn, just over there, look. So I'm sure you know where we are now, and back down into Seathwaite. So people, I'm nearly back at the car now. I'm just approaching Seathwaite Farm, where I parked up at the side of the road. So I'm going to wrap this one up now. As always, I'm Dave. You've been watching Walks for Us. If you did enjoy the video, please give us a big thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel to check out new videos coming in, and take a look at my previous videos. And stay safe, happy hiking, happy camping, whatever it is you do. Till the next one, in a bit.